WFIU-TVs My HR Talk Show, where industry experts discuss their recommendations and tips regarding the hospitality industry. This evening we're joined by Mr. Hector Diaz, the Director of Human Resources for XYZ Hospitality Group, the leaders in luxury hospitality development. Hector, good evening. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening, Jordan. Thank you for having me here today. It's great to be part of the show tonight.
Great. Our pleasure having you. Hector, we all know how important the recruiting process is and how it leads to effective hiring. Can you tell viewers where to begin with this process? Where does someone start when they're looking to hire someone?
Jordan, that's a great question. And the first thing our viewers need to understand is you need to plan your staffing needs. Mm-hmm. And within the planning of your staffing needs, there's 3 categories that our viewers should know about. And the first thing is you need to analyze your department's needs before hiring any position. Is the work effectively being distributed among all the workers in the department? Is your company producing optimal results with the current employees at hand? The second step is you need to review your budget. You know, what does your budget look like? What type of candidates can you hire? What is the job salaries, the pay rates mean for potential job candidates? And lastly, the most important thing I think is the job description.
Oh, sure.
You need to verify that a job description exists.
Honestly, right?
Correct. And if there's one already in place, our viewers need to know that you need to make sure that that is accurate. And if this is a new position that you're bringing on board, then you need to create one and make sure that it's accurate.
Hector, this is all very interesting. Can you tell us what the next step in the recruiting and hiring process is?
Of course, Jordan. That next step is you need to open and post your position.
Of course.
It's extremely important. Go to your HR department and get all the required paperwork and information that you need to post your position. Mm-hmm. Once you get that information, you get the approval signatures. For example, you may need a department head that may need to sign off on your specific job that you're hiring. So make sure you get all the approval, proper signature, and then you can post for the position. Mm-hmm. And your HR department can walk you through those steps. Once you post for the position and you have your job description up, when you can post your job on websites such as LinkedIn, where several recruiters on a daily basis scout the website and to look for descriptions for jobs and all that. So,
Hector, we've talked about the planning process for recruiting and hiring, the posting the position step in the process, and even screening candidates. What's next in this very important recruiting and hiring process?
Thank you, Jordan. And really the next step is you need a plan to do your interview. When you do your interview, you need to prepare a set of questions in advance prior to the candidate coming. So prior to you coming to do the interview. Also, make sure you don't include any questions that have to do with race, age, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, handicap status, marital status, child care, or health issues. All these type of questions are illegal and should not be asked when you're asking questions to a candidate.
So Hector, the last and final step, walk us through it.
Right now you need to select and you need to notify and document everything you've done. The first thing you need to do is you need to rank your top candidates based on their qualifications, their related work experience, their skills, their education, things you did during the interview process. Next, once you're ready to select a candidate, you need to extend a verbal offer with a recommended start date. Once you have that, give that information to your HR professional, and they'll confirm that start date, and they'll pretty much wrap everything up in an offer letter to send to the employee with all the official information. And one important step that is send a regretful letter to employees that you did not select.
Don't leave them hanging.
Exactly. And at this point, you're done with the process, and congratulations, you've hired your employee.
Excellent. Well, it might sound a little easier said than done, but thank you, Hector, and I hope our viewers out there have learned a little bit about the recruiting and hiring process for when you go through it yourselves. Thank you for joining. Good night.